I don't even know if that made sense, but we're gonna go with it. Hey y'all, it's Lindsey and it's Wellness Wednesday, week 11. Like I typically do, let's start off with the scale. Last week I weighed in at 145.8 and this week I weighed in at 145.2. Yay for a 0.6 weight loss. I'm not down to where I was before all of the weight gain in February, but I'm definitely on the right track. So hooray. I wanted to sort of talk about a few things that really I feel like helped me this week. And the overarching theme has been back to the basics or back to my normal, I guess, or my usual. I don't know. Back to basics seems like the most appropriate way to say that. And the first thing was I started eating salads with most of my lunches and dinners. I didn't do it every time this week, but I tried to do it with most of my meals. I would make a sandwich on wonderful white blender bread and have like a pile of veggies and then finish it up with a salad. Or I would have like dinner one night, for example. The girls wanted spaghetti, so I made them spaghetti. And then I put my spaghetti sauce on it. We always put like ground beef into our spaghetti. So I put my marinara with ground meat onto a salad. Onto a bed of spinach, and it was fantastic. And it's kind of weird at first, but like whenever you get used to doing stuff like that, it's not weird at all. It's actually really tasty and it's really filling too without feeling heavy. So I did that. I did taco meat on spinach greens with like salsa and some pepper jack cheese. That was delicious. I've got a thing for like spicier cheeses right now. I really like those. They just feel like they really give you a punch in the face. So, whenever you get more flavor out of something, it just feels more satisfying for me especially. I'm not sure if it's that way with y'all. So salads with most lunches and dinners. And the second piece was something that Serena and Pearl had talked about on a podcast pretty recently. Maybe not recently. Maybe it was around Thanksgiving. I can't recall. But it was sitting down to eat your food, like actually preparing your plate, going and sitting at the table to eat if you have a table, or if you have a specific place at the bar of your, kitchen counter where you eat, but like actively sitting down to eat the foods. And that's something that I got out of the habit of really, it's been a really bad habit for me. I will make myself my coffee or my breakfast or my lunch, and I will just like scarf it down at the kitchen counter, or I will just like haul it around the house. Like if I make an egg burrito, I will just wrap it up in a paper towel and walk around the house, helping the girls do whatever, or doing housework or tending Lauren, with my food in my hand. And what's funny is that I preach to the girls, you can't eat on the carpet. And then what do they see me do? Well, there goes mom eating on the carpet again. So it's been a good habit, not only for getting back to basics for my healthfulness, but it's also been good for me to practice what I preach. So that's been a positive. Something else I've done is I got out of the habit of having collagen in every single coffee. So I started to amp up my collagen intake again. That is something that I do feel like I have a difference. My nails feel stronger whenever I have the collagen. My skin seems to do a little bit better, and my hair definitely does better. Something else that's been a positive is that I've been drinking way more water. I finally I just got mean with myself and said, you have to drink the water. You're thirsty all the time. Drink the water. Try not to go for the coffee or the tea first. Drink the water. And that's been very helpful. And it's also been really dry here in our house, especially with the melt off happening right now. So I've kind of craved more water as well. So I think that's helped. We are dealing with melt off because it's spring. Yay. I know a lot of people love spring. Spring has got to be my least favorite time of year, honestly. It's just so muddy and gross with all of the snow melt off, and it just looks so dirty with all the dirt and gravel and just like road grime getting churned up into what little bits of snow there are left. I mean, granted, we've got a lot of snow out there still. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to be seeing all the grass in our yard for at least another couple of months. Maybe. I don't know. We could have some really random hot days. I doubt it though. But so the water thing, it's been drier in the house. So yeah, I've been upping my water, and also my allergies have started to come out. So my eyes are kind of puffy. My dark circles have definitely reduced a lot. And that I know is because I've actually been eating my salad greens the way that my body needs. So let's see here. Salads, sitting down to eat, collagen coffee. Something else that I have gotten back in the habit of is switching my breakfasts off with, like having some breakfast burritos, along with having the big bowl oatmeals. Pearl went through on one podcast a few weeks ago discussing her big bowl oatmeal and how simple it was. And I swear it took like 25 minutes for her to explain this thing. Now, granted, they were interruptions, but it seemed like it took her a lot of time to get through that. For me, I just do a 4-to-1 ratio, 4 parts water to 1 part oatmeal. So if I'm doing a half cup of oatmeal, I do 2 cups of water, and I just let it go until all the water is absorbed, or it just kind of like comes to be oatmeal, and a few drops of stevia, and I'm done. Literally, like that is simple big bowl oatmeal to me. So I've been having a lot of those, and my body's been enjoying those. And I think that having breakfasts and occasionally an lunch is really where my balance comes from for having for doing S's and crossovers. I'm not doing any fuel pulls since I am still nursing. Lauren is almost 6 months old, and she is still going strong on the nursing train, and I don't expect her to hop off anytime, honestly. But I do think she might go through a growth spurt here soon, so I'm sure that eating the oatmeal is definitely to my benefit, one way or the other. All right, next piece. Fewer treats. Fewer treats, honestly. I think that what happens whenever, or at least what happened for me, was I am a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth like the size of Texas. And that's a problem because I don't want to eat the greens because I want to eat the chocolate, or I want to eat those lemon bars, or I want to eat those muffins, or whatever the case may be. Whatever happens to be in the house that happens to be a sweet treat, I want to eat that before I want to eat a salad. And some people are wired differently. I am somewhat envious of that. But knowing this about myself means that I have to make that effort to not eat the treats. So part of that is not having them, and part of that is training myself to have that discipline to say, I don't need that. So I've been eating fewer treats, and I've been making fewer treats. And in line with that, instead of having like one of my frozen fake Twix bars, having a square of Jared approved chocolate is really like, that's enough. And I think that sometimes with my extremist personality and my all or nothing kind of personality, I think I have to have more. I can't just have a little, I have to have all. And I'm practicing the discipline of 1 or 2 little squares. And I mean, they are little. I have a break apart silicone mold, like a chocolate bar break apart type thing. It kind of looks like similar to a Hershey bar would look. Really basic. Anyway, just a square or 2 of that is enough. Like just that little bit of taste of chocolate is enough. Enough is a problem sometimes. I'm not full. I don't feel totally like gorged whenever I've had enough. So that's something that I'm really trying to train myself, my mind and my, like my reflexes. It's just like any other muscle. You got to exercise that enough muscle. I don't even know if that made sense, but we're going to go with it. All right, what else have I done? I've been back on my vitamins and supplements. I consider collagen to be a supplement. It's supplementing my protein intake. It's not my foundation for my protein intake, but it definitely supplements that. I still take the Garden of Life prenatal vitamins. I really like those. And I'm still doing the magnesium. So doing those things, definitely I've noticed an improvement. And then the last piece, I have been getting a whole lot more exercise naturally every day. I am not one to make the time to do a workout video or hop on YouTube and find a workout or lift weights at home or just go out for a run. I'm not a runner. Nope. Hard pass for me. But whenever we transitioned Lauren up to the nursery on the second floor, that meant that I was having to trek the stairs a whole lot more. And right now we're still trying to get her to sleep better at night. It's a long road. And I'm getting up between 2 and 5 times a night. 5 times right now means that it's been a really rough night, but I will take 5 times a night because it had been like every 45 to 90 minutes. So the stairs, like I'm going upstairs to do everything with Lauren. I'm going upstairs to change her pants or to put her to nap or to put her to bed or what have you. And we moved all of our homeschooling back to our homeschool room. We tend to do that. We tend to like just circulate and fluctuate throughout the house. Like sometimes we'll be here in the office and sometimes we'll be at the kitchen table and sometimes we'll do it in the living room and then sometimes we'll do it down in the actual school room. We just kind of float. But right now I'm on a kick of let's get focused. You know, it's spring fever time where everybody's kind of getting that like itch to not do that anymore, like not do the school thing, not do the routine thing. Q3, I've heard a lot of homeschool moms here on YouTube say that Q3 is the hardest. The newness is worn off. There's no more fun holidays, like extended holidays with like Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year. You know, now you're just waiting on Easter to pop up and then what? So not that I'm minimizing Easter by any stretch of the imagination, but there's that Q3 spring fever. Honestly, I think that's the only way I know how to describe it. So by getting us back into our schoolroom, that really kind of rejuvenates us and says, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. Let's focus. Let's do work. And so I've been having to go like from the middle of teaching lessons down in the basement up 29 stairs and then a bunch of steps between the flights to get Lauren up off at the second floor if she wakes up from her nap, say, or, you know, just like the various things. So I've been having to do a ton of stairs here lately, which stairs are fantastic. I enjoy just doing the stairs, honestly. And as I'm doing stairs, I'm practicing like just keeping my core tight or, you know, using different muscles as I'm going upstairs. So I use those little tiny snippets of activity as exercise, and I've definitely had to bump that up a lot. So that has been really helpful. All right, so talked about the weight, talked about what I've done this past week. This coming week, I would like to continue doing those things that I've reinstituted as practices for myself. And I want to try out a couple of different recipes from Trim Healthy Table that I haven't really heard any reviews on and just kind of see where they go. I'm kind of over the soup thing right now. It's melt-off season. I'm over soups. I'm done. I want to try something new and different. And so yeah, I'll be trying out some different recipes this week. And what else? I think that's going to be it. So how was your week? Let me know. Y'all have a great week. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.